Hello everyone, my name is Vivian and welcome back to Temptation's Ballad. We have officially entered into not catching up to save our lives mode, but catching up with the updates that recently came out mode, at least for this game. There are still updates that are way outstanding to be caught up with other games, but we are, we're going to this one first because not everything has to be done all at once, and I really love this game, and I don't have to justify fucking everything I do. So yeah. Well, so hostile. Why you gotta be so hostile? Let's just do the damn thing. Wow. That's a fucking, that's a sentiment to come back to. Yeah, Cole really done fucked up last time. Yeah, just stop detecting thoughts on people. That's a really fucked up spell, and I'm really glad that someone's taken the time to really throw the shade on that spell. That's a really fucked up thing to do to someone. Fade out, fade in. Eventually, we'll fade in. There we go. Time to go to the map. Where are we going? We're going to the Market District. Sparrows Roost Inn. Night. I got a feeling. I know something. As you know, I don't play these things ahead of time, so I don't know for sure what is gonna happen for sure, but I got a feeling that a certain somebody's gonna show up unwelcome, trying to just get room for the night amongst the plebeians. Is gonna find a certain pissed off mama bird. And it ain't gonna go well for him. Oh, this is gonna be good. But first, night blanketed Axia's skyline as hours passed. The morose Cid let out an exasperated sigh. He had spent those hours searching through every street and plaza for Cole, but the hyena was nowhere to be found. Moreau had said he hadn't heard hide nor hair of his son since this morning. Hamish was nowhere to be found either. The whole situation left a nagging feeling in his gut. He really shouldn't have left him alone either. Ooh, quick, coming into the room. Mom, I'm home. Oh, huh? The inn was quiet tonight. Considering today's commotion, Sid half expected his mom to barrel through the dining area like a rhinoceros and smother him with worry. Instead, Alia quietly glanced up from cleaning tables with a strange, knowing look on her face. Oh, welcome home, sweetheart. I'm surprised to see you back so soon. Sid blinked. Huh? But I haven't been home since this morning. His mom smiled. Whatever do you mean? You came back and left just a short while ago. Oh God, what the fuck? What kind of switch witchery is going on here? What? That can't be right. I was busy searching for Cole the whole afternoon. Sid paused. Uh-oh. Oh. Ilya smiled softly as she continued to clean up the inn. So, what did I do while I was here? Oh, not much, really. You were rather upset, to put it mildly. Utterly distraught and looked like you were sobbing for hours, if I was being honest. I figured you probably just wanted a distraction to keep your mind off of things. You helped me wash dishes and scrub the floors while I chatted away about my day. Never said much, just listened to me ramble about mundane nonsense. I hope the noise helped at the very least. Sid smiled and offered his mom a quick hug.
You always managed to help, one way or another. I'm sure he appreciated it. Do you have any idea where I ran off to?
Ilya laughed softly.
After a while, you excused yourself and ran off to the hills area in the Marauders District. Marauders District? Gotcha. Oh, and while you're there...
Ilya placed a gentle hand on Sid's shoulder.
Tell Cole that he's welcome to come by and chat any time. No need for that silly disguise. I'll be happy to talk his ear off as his little hyena self. Sparrow's Roost Inn is open to anyone who needs a warm place to stay and rest.
I bet that's going to be tested in just a few minutes. I got a feeling that tonight's going to be a good night. But a bad one for certain someone who's going to come through the fucking door. I'm sorry. Sid nodded earnestly.
I'll be sure to let him know. Also, tell him that his disguise needs some serious work. I mean, honestly, he was like 10 inches too short and got your eye color wrong. The boy's giving us bards a bad name. Well, I'm sure Cole wasn't really in the best state of mind while he was here. I mean, he shouldn't have been wearing my face in the first place, and you better scold him for that. I'll let him off the hook this time since he looked like a sad old bag, but you have to keep your boundaries. And if I catch him pulling that shit again, it's on sight!
Jesus Christ with the bottle.
Yeah. It feels kind of weird knowing he's walking around with my face. I know he isn't doing well, but still.
Ilya let out an indignant sigh before nodding to her son.
Oh, go on then. Go to your friend. It looked like he needed someone to pull him out of his thoughts.
Sid shuffled nervously.
Do you have any advice? You're always great at helping people, but I still have no idea how you do it. Is it some sort of skill they teach in mom school?
A bittersweet smile spread across Ilya's face.
It comes with age and a lifetime of mistakes, my son.
I said that like she was a nun.
My son, you know.
She tapped her chin thoughtfully.
I think your friend did something wrong. And I think he's the type of person who utterly loathes himself for wronging others. But he believes he's utterly undeserving of forgiveness or understanding. So he just wallows away in his own thoughts, unsure if he deserves to be around people that he'll inevitably wrong again.
Ilya reached out and gripped his hand.
You're a good friend. Go to him. Be firm, but kind. I think Cole is far past the point of hearing more supportive speeches, so don't blindly comfort him. Hold him responsible for his wrongs, but also hold on to the fact that you believe he can do better. Anyone who is willing to try can grow into a better person.
She let out a soft chuckle.
I mean, just look at your old ma. I'm much more mature and sane than I was in my youth. You can't even find any of my old wanted posters around the city anymore.
Sid squinted.
You're talking about that time you burned down my school, right? Oh no, there were so many others. How many are we talking about here?
She waved a hand dismissively.
Oh, hush and go. Your friend is waiting for you.
Oh, jeez.
Wait a sec.
Sid managed to give his mother one last grateful smile before she ushered him out the door. Oh, we're not getting that scene right now? Oh, okay, fine. I just really anticipate the moment where Calder needs a fucking room. That's what I'm expecting. I'll say it flat out because it was built up. but I expect that he's going to go to the Sparrow's Roost Inn. That's what I'm expecting. That's what I was anticipating. Man, this is a fucking awesome fucking CG. Look at this. Really works with the new blue background too. Ooh loo. But anyway, God, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Jesus Christ. The stars twinkled in the clear night sky above, the grass cold beneath him. He lost track of time as he laid there, waiting. He wasn't sure what exactly he was waiting for. There's probably something better he could be doing, like apologizing or fixing his messes. Yeah, this is Cole specifically. This ain't Sid right here. This is Cole right here. Yeah, see, the eye color is wrong. His brow furrowed as he stared into the night sky. It's amazing how even if you didn't notice the eye color, it somehow looks like Cole's face. Like, it looks like it's Cole's face on Sid's head. It's weird. Like, that's a really cool artist trick that you'd pulled off there. That's really cool. The chill air stung his raw and sore eyes. He shouldn't be the one crying or feeling terrible for himself. He was the one who fucked up, after all. Yet, here he is, lying here with an entire evening wasted with no tears left to cry. God, he was awful. His body, his mind, everything felt heavy and exhausting. He just felt tired. So tired. Oh shit. Cole remained unmoving as footsteps rustled behind him. Shadows slowly loomed overhead. Yep, there he is. You can tell the height difference. God, every once in a while I look at Sid and I'm like, yeah, you can... Because, I don't know, for some reason, you look at Sid sometimes and he just doesn't look like he cuts an imposing figure, but right now, you can... Yeah, he looks like he's like someone who could whoop some ass. Because, like, on spec, back at the fighting ring, he didn't seem like someone who could, you know, roll up and whoop ass, but, like, I don't know, for some reason, right now, looking at him, he does kind of look like protagonist Jim, you know? I don't know. Anyway, Cole looked up to see Sid's face staring down at him with a mixture of worry and discomfort. The sight of your own face staring back at you was probably a bit uncanny. A quiet moment passed between the two of them before Sid finally spoke. So, what's this then? Oh, damn! That was cool. That was really cool. And even Cole looks like, yeah. God, Cole's fucking shin bones. They still give me just fucking worrisome. That is the part of his body that looks the most, like, unhealthy. It really reminds you that he is not, like... Because part of his whole thing is that he's easily, like, his bones are easily broken. Oh, man. I mean, look at his leg, like, difference in his, like, thigh to the shin versus, like, Sid's legs. Like how they're even versus like Cole's legs. God. Anyway, Cole's disguise flickered and dissolved in a wash of teal light. He avoided Sid's eyes and continued staring blankly into the night sky. Sorry. I just needed to be someone else for a while. Sid paused for a moment, thinking. It's kinda fucked up, man. That managed to get a small chuckle out of Cole. Sorry. You're forgiven. Mom says your disguise sucks, by the way. And she says you're welcome back to the inn whenever you want. As yourself. Oh. I just... Sorry. Your family is really nice. And uncomplicated. I don't know. Mom can be a bit unhinged sometimes. Another small laugh escaped Cole's throat in spite of himself. I'm just surprised she didn't stab me if she realized who I was. Come on, Mom's not gonna let a sad kid under her roof without going all mother hen on him. She probably could have helped you better if you came as yourself. Cole fell quiet again. I'm not sure if I deserve it. And now they're laying down together. Damn. You know, for a game that's made, coded, written, and art all by one person, the amount of CGs and sprites in this fucking game is incredible. Sid lay down on the grass next to him, arms folded patiently. The two of them stared up at the stars for several long, silent moments before he spoke again. Do you want to talk about it? I kinda did something horrible to Hamish. Like, worse than usual. Things were going so well, and we were getting along for once, but then things got heated, and I kinda snapped and cast detect thoughts on him. Like what that Calder guy did to me. Yeah. Cole squeezed his eyes shut and let out a deep breath. I've been an awful son. Papa and Hamish know it too. I wish they'd just say it. Just ditch all the good parent talk and tell me that they're sick of me. It'd make things easier instead of this whole charade. His fingers dug into the grassy dirt painfully. When I cast that detect thoughts, I guess that was what I wanted to see. For everyone to just drop the act and tell me how they really felt. But the things I saw, I was just left with the thought. Cole opened his eyes and stared tiredly into the starry night. How did I end up like this? Sid peered down at him curiously. Like what? Cole gestured vaguely at himself. This. In my head, I've always just blamed it on my upbringing. The big expectations, this pathetic body, growing up with the greatest mercenary in the land, the magic. It had to have messed me up at least a little bit, shouldn't it? He paused. But I think all of that was just an excuse. I had a wonderful upbringing. 2 loving dads, an entire guild of people to lean on, friends. Clyde. I was the one who made all the bad choices. I decided to be a shit to Hamish because I never felt good enough to be Marrow's kid. I chose to keep messing things up because I couldn't talk to anyone as myself. He let out a bitter laugh. I'm a bit fucked up in the head, aren't I? And I can't blame it on anyone but myself. Cole let out a deep sigh. This is it. This is the person my choices made. Papa and Hamish deserve a better son. He turned towards Sid. And you and Artemy deserve a less shitty friend. I can't fathom why you two haven't ditched me yet. Sid was quiet with a thoughtful look on his face. He sat up and gave Cole a firm look, carefully choosing his words. Yeah, I won't lie. You have been kinda shitty. But you've been kinda great, too. Cole glanced up, startled as Sid continued. The way you were ready to ditch me at the fighting ring was terrible. You should treat Hamish better, and God knows you need to be more upfront with Clyde. But, Sid reached over and grasped Cole's hand. Diana stared at him in bewilderment. I've never been happier and more comfortable with myself than I have after meeting you. A soft smile spread across the Badger's face. You helped me with my reading issues, and you put your faith in me when scheming to help Clyde's future. A few days ago, my best and only friend was a toad. Now I've got you and Artemy. Sid's grip on his hand tightened as he pulled him close. You wanted my honesty? Well, here it is. Aww, look at him. I see you, Cole. All of you. Every lie and every piece of good. And I've decided to stay. Cole's heart lurched painfully against his chest. It took him several moments to realize his face was wet with tears again. It's true that you've made a lot of bad decisions. But that doesn't mean that we all secretly hate you or want you to leave forever. And it doesn't mean that you should give up on making things right. Come back to us. Make better decisions. You're responsible for who you are. And I know that you can make the choices to build a better person. Sid squeezed Cole's hand gently. Just promise me something, yeah? Have a little more faith. Faith in yourself and everyone around you. You can do better. I've seen it. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's gonna cry. Oh, jeez. Cole fell silent. Dods. Jeez. Oh, good God. I'm not sure if my promises are worth much anymore, but I'll try. Thank you for staying with me. Nice. What a nice fucking scene. And there they are. Cole wiped his tears from his eyes as the two of them sat quietly on that grassy hill. Well, I guess if I'm gonna do this whole honesty thing, I might as well start here. You promised to stay with me through all of this, right? Sid's smile was gentle as he squeezed his shoulder. Of course. I'll be right by your side, boss. Cole took a deep breath before quietly rummaging through his pockets. Oh, he's gonna do... Oh, wow. Here's the big reveal. Before he could say anything, Malus squirmed his way up his arm with an indignant hiss. Who dares interrupt my beauty sleep? You better have a good excuse, puny mortal! I see you've recovered enough to yap your trap. Wait a second. Did you grow bigger? How many cheese rolls have you been stealing? Yeah, he does look a little bigger. Good lord, and he looks a little longer too. Wow, rude! I've been feeding off your emotions non-stop for the past few days, puny mortal, and I must say you've kept me very well fed. Especially from that little conversation just now. That conversation wasn't exactly full of negative emotions. Ha, but it was delicious nonetheless. At this rate, I'll be back to my true form before you know it. Anyway, why have you called me, puny mortal? Make haste, for I must nap and digest. Cole rolled his eyes before holding the little python out for Sid to see. Hurry up and turn back into your ruby form. In front of your lackey? Have you gone mad? Cole glared. Just do it. Little python hissed reluctantly before curling up into a ball. The ruby! The giant ruby. Like, even here and on the main screen. Way bigger than it should be. Like if it was supposed to be on a crown. In a flash of red, the snake poofed into a large scarlet ruby. Cole glanced at Sid nervously. Okay, so don't freak out, but... Is that one of Artemis' missing rubies? Yeah, about that. I kind of swiped this off that cloaked mage during our tussle in the fighting ring. And... surprise! All the rubies are actually little demons. The ruby in his hand suddenly puffed back into an indignant Malus. I resent that, puny mortal! I've grown at least 2 inches! Anyway, you know that demon that turned me into a pincushion this afternoon? It was another one of the missing rubies. He scratched his head awkwardly. I've been telling myself that I'm doing Artemis a favor since they're all demons and she's definitely been duped into some shady scheme, but I was just being selfish at the time. But right now, I'm 100% in on helping her out of this mess. I just have no idea how to break it to her. Artemis absolutely going to kill me if she finds out. Well, that might be going a bit far. She'll probably just lightly fry you with lightning for a bit. Artie seems more like the deep frying kind of person. Sid glanced between Cole and the little python in his arms before letting out a sigh. Okay. I think I get the gist of what's happening. The rubies are actually demons, and Noodle's one of them. So what's your plan now? Cole let out a frustrated groan. I was kind of hoping to just discreetly help her solve this case and fix all the trouble I caused her. The day after the fighting ring fiasco, Artie's mom, the bishop lady, went off on a big rant at her in public. She was screaming about how she'll revoke Artemis' title as the creator's chosen and whatnot if she doesn't recover all the rubies. A bit of an overreaction for a bunch of fucking jewelry. Granted, they all turn out to be tiny portable demons, but still. Sid blinked in confusion. Revoke her title? A deep, unsettling frown washed over his face. Cole, Artemis told me that the creator's chosen has a power that passes on to another person after the current chosen dies. How is the bishop supposed to revoke it? Cole froze. Oh! You killed a bitch! Oh, fuck me! Oh, fuck. So Artemis' life is on the line. Well, that would make sense considering one of the trials was literally like, bring back this lit candle or die of hypothermia. Like, Jesus Christ. Cole froze. Dreaded silence suddenly hung over the two of them as the realization slowly hit. No, you don't think she'd actually... You gonna fucking leave me on that? You gonna leave me on red like that? Jesus fucking ass. Okay. Well, shit. God damn. And this, with the spooky music? Fucking hell, man. Well, good God. Thank y'all for watching. That's a hell of a revelation. Well, that was a really good emotional scene. Really nice. This is a bit of a shorter update. I'm good with that. I like this size of an update. I'm cool, especially if you're going to try doing month-by-month updates. A good 40-minute long update. I'm cool with that. I like it. Especially considering this was a big-ass update with a lot of CGs, a lot of shit going on. I like it. I'm cool with it. If anyone complained about it, they're selfish. Thank y'all very much for watching, especially after all the fucking shit of the past few updates I've had. Good God. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. On the next one, it'll be the 0.2.4 update. But until then, have a nice day, y'all. Bye!